ध्यान दिए, अलग अलग ये मल्टीपल इंटेलिजेंसेस के थ्योरीज के प्रिंसिपल्स दिए, जिसके बेसिस पे हम और ज्यादा अच्छे से इंटेलिजेंस को
कहाँ रखे हम?
सर एक और बड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग क्वेश्चन आया है, यदि आप अलाउ करें तो मैं पूछना चाहूंगा सर।
प्लीज
सोनल सिसोदिया जी ने बहुत अच्छी कही है। Do you think that our present education system does not take into account multiple intelligence?
Yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. That's why I could have to take this session because हम सब academicians हैं। आप सोचिए मैंने ये सब्जेक्ट क्यों लिया। हम we all are the academicians। हम बोलते हैं ना कि शिक्षक ही राष्ट्र का निर्माता होता है, यानी कि पूरा यूथ का भविष्य हमारे हाथ में है। हमारे एजुकेशन सिस्टम में हम उसको सिर्फ आईक्यू के बेस पे तोलते जा रहे हैं। हम उसके अंदर ईक्यू के बेस
हेलो
सेठी सर।
हाँ सर बोलिए।
अमीय कुमार सर इज ऑलरेडी इन द मीटिंग रूम।
हाँ मैंने यूट्यूब पे कर दिया स्टार्ट, स्ट्रीमिंग हो रहा है, देखिए।
हेलो
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 सेठी सर।
हाँ बोलिए सर।
अमीय कुमार सर इज ऑलरेडी इन द मीटिंग रूम।
ओके सर।
ओके अमित सर से आप स्टार्ट करवा दीजिए सर।
आपका वीडियो स्टार्ट करना है, स्टार्ट कर सकते हैं। मेरा ये दिख रहा है आपका वीडियो। नाम बता रहे हैं।
आप यूट्यूब चैनल पे देख सकते हैं, हमारा SDCC न्यूज के नाम से ऑफिशियल चैनल है यूट्यूब, उस पर आप देख सकते हैं सर। ओके नहीं नॉट रिक्वायर्ड, नॉट।
विभोर सर आप मेरी आवाज सुन रहे हैं? विभोर सर।
वो तो चल जाता है, एक बार आपने वीडियो भी चालू कर दो।
विभोर सर
ऐसा आप भी दिख रही है।
हेलो विभोर सर।
हेलो हेलो
हाँ सर अमित सर को बोलिए आप स्टार्ट कीजिए सेशन।
हेलो हेलो
हाँ आवाज सुन पा रहे हैं हम आपकी, स्टार्ट कीजिए आप सेशन।
हेलो
हेलो
I have a talk just now. I had a talk with Honorable A.C. Sharma sir also. Hello.
Listen to all your things sir, ये जिसने तुम्हारा कुछ पता है अभी मैं बोलूंगा तो आवाज नहीं आया। सुनो चुपचाप।
अमीर सर किस नाम से एंटर हुए?
बैटिंग कर लो, बैटिंग
आने रहे तो हाँ श्योर, मैं एडमिट। हाँ 425 हो गए इसमें एंटर अभी तक। एडमिट नहीं करूँ? ठीक है सर। हाँ बोलिए सर। हाँ 9827 हाँ 7533 9827375333। ठीक है सर। ओके
ये अपन को बोलना है।
हेलो Hello.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Amir sir, can you listen me? Amir sir.
Yes, yes. Yes, I could able to listen you.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Sir, I had a talk with Sharma sir also just now. He will be entering within 3-4 minutes.
आपने 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 किया है, लॉगिन किया है?
हाँ, I have talked to him. We have somewhere around 450 participants in the group. We are stopping over here. We are stopping the entry over here now. Please, we request you not to put much of the matters on the chat. It's a very good evening to good afternoon to all of you, and it is from everybody. It's our humble request that we won't be entertaining any of the questions through mic, through your audio. You please, if you have any doubt, any questions after the session also, please give it through the chat medium only. We have a live streaming on the YouTube channel also. We have a SVCC news channel, so you can go on SVCC live for this particular video, this webinar also. We request all the participants to please mute their mic. All the participants except our honorable guest, please mute their mic. We have our guest over here. We have guest Dr. Ami Kumar sir, Ami Kumar Rath sir. We have Upendra Dhar sir already in the meeting room. I request the guests to please switch on their mics. I request Principal Sir, Avasti Sir to please switch on their mics. And I request all the rest of the participants to please switch off their mics. It's my humble request to all the participants that accept our guest and the organizing committee, please everybody switch off their mics. Very soon, within a minute or two, we'll be having our honorable guest with us, and we will be starting our session very soon.
ये हो जाएगा ना, तो मैं इसको रख दूंगा, तो उसको ऊपर कर देना।
बंद है कि नहीं? बंद है।
We are very much delighted to host this particular webinar. We had an extraordinary support from you people for this webinar, and we thanks a lot to all the participants for getting themselves ready. Please be patient. Please have patience. Very soon, within a minute, we will be starting our session. Honorable Sharma sir, have you joined the meeting? Sharma sir. Honorable S.C. Sharma sir, have you joined the meeting?
म्यूट करने
Sharma sir could listen me. Hello. Hello friends. I just now again had a call from Sharma sir, and he is getting free from another meeting. So it will take around about 2 or 3 minutes more for him to join this particular group. Before we start this particular session, I have certain pre-etiquettes that could be benefits for this particular meeting, for this seminar. Friends, हमारे साथ में बहुत सारे delegates हैं. They are esteemed delegates. Very rare to find all of them together. तो हम उनको ज्यादा से ज्यादा सुनना चाहेंगे. We have a very humble request to all of you to please switch off their mics. यदि आपके कोई doubts रहते हैं, कुछ questions रहते हैं, so please go in the chat options and type that queries or questions over there. We will be taking questions from that particular place. It is again our humble request. Please show the sincerity of the seminar. Choose a certain room which do not have any noise sort of thing. Otherwise, you won't be able to listen it. We are very much delighted that we are having more than 2,500 registrations. It's more than 2,500 registrations we are having for this seminar. And for that, we have taken a live streaming on YouTube also, so that all the persons could be benefited out of it. The persons who have not registered yourself, the person, please, आपके mics on कर दें. Please mic on कर दें. जो व्यक्ति जिन्होंने की ये रजिस्ट्रेशन नहीं भी कर पाए, they are friends of yours, they are colleagues of yours, और वो ये सेमिनार को अटेंड करना चाहते हैं, वो YouTube लाइव पर SVCC न्यूज चैनल के थ्रू इस पूरे सेशन को लाइवली देख सकते हैं. So please be sincere, please be serious taking this particular seminar.
Hello, can I talk? Namaskar to all of you.
Namaste. We have Sharma sir over here with us. We have Dr. S.C. Sharma sir, Honorable Sharma sir over here. So we have our guests present over here. I would start this seminar. Principal sir, Dr. Paritosh Awasthi sir, I would like to have your permission to start this seminar.
Yeah, of course.
Awasthi sir, we have Awasthi sir over here, our principal of Shri Vaishnav College of Commerce. So all the senior academicians, my fellow colleagues and determinant research scholars, on behalf of Shri Vaishnav College of Commerce Indore, I, Professor Vibhor Aaron, welcomes you all for the webinar on our future of higher education. Friends, Shri Vaishnav College of Commerce is having a glorious history of 53 years and is committed to excel in efforts for providing quality higher education. Now it's more than 50 days that we are sitting in this lockdown state, and we all have given a long thought to what will happen in future. If we just talk about the future of higher education, I am very optimistic. In the sector of higher education, we started going digital about 8 years back, and we were having a clear vision that future belongs to in going online and digital. The present situation has acted as a catalyzer to boost up the process of going digital. Now it's responsibility of we, the academicians, to pop up with the pace of this rapid change. and surely we will need proper guidance to get success in this task. For providing us for providing this valuable guidance today, we have with us Dr. S.C. Sharma. We have Professor. We have Dr. Upendra Dhar and Dr. Suresh Silawat with us for providing guidance. I am giving a brief introduction of our guest.
So now I will introduce myself, Vibhorji.
Sure, sir.
I am Professor Sharma, currently Director NAC. I was the Vice Chancellor of 2 government universities and held some positions. Basically, my field is mechanical engineering, and I've worked in the field of nanotechnology, nanoscience and technology. It is a great honor and privilege to talk a few words about education beyond 2020. In fact, ever since the British rule, we have had education commissions. We had Kothari Commission, one of the most important education reports, where a lot of things have been delineated, including the futuristic plans of education. And we had Radhakrishnan Committee, Radhakrishnan Committee was also a very important committee report, which depicts a lot of facets of education. And now all of us know about this National Education Policy, which is a wonderful report given by the committee headed by Professor Kasturi Rangan and M.K. Sridhar as member secretary. And this new education policy is in offing. So in new education policy, I'm sure several aspects of these have been addressed. Well, my respects to Professor Paritosh Awasthi, the principal of the college, and Mr. Dr. Vibhor Aren, who asked me to make a presentation or address. In fact, we need not be afraid or scared about the situation of higher education. As Dr. Vibhor said, we will have to be very optimistic. You see, providence and God's grace is very important. For example, we never knew this digital platform would be so powerful. We never knew that we all of us seeing on the screen today, instead of coming to your place and delivering a talk or A&A process explanation, and so many webinars are going on. This is an opportunity for us to learn on one hand. On the other hand, of course, sooner or later, I'm sure the vaccine will be invented and everything has to come to a complete the cycle and come to a standstill, which will happen. So considering all these things, now in our syllabus, I think we should all plan and contemplate that for any kind of eventuality in future, we should be prepared. Let those eventualities not come, but at the same time, with mitigation and disaster management criteria is very important in a sustainable conditions of this great country. Now, on the digital platform, and if we include 25 to 30% of our syllabus in the syllabus and train our teachers and marks to be awarded based on the online education and online teaching, that will give a taste or a glimpse of the aspect of lessons that they are going to teach, and also the evaluation pattern and marking system, etc. So once this stabilizes, converting from 25 to 75% is very easy in case of eventuality. Let that eventuality not come. In fact, even in certain universities, major universities, of course, the student strength will be heterogeneous and a small group. MCQ questions can be asked, and even theoretical questions also can be asked in an open system. and the tangential evidence given by the students' answers can be evaluated whether they have understood the subject or not. This is a factor to be decided, and evaluation takes place. The only challenge and the concern is, for example, if it is a mechanical engineering, in production technology, you need to go to a workshop to conduct the examination. Those things, it is inevitable that physical presence is absolutely essential. Therefore, a blend, a marriage between physical laboratory experimentation as well as theoretical aspects on online, these things should be mixed, and a balanced view of framing the syllabi. The teachers should also take the passed out students, the alumni, and then think over the matter, ponder, keeping the rural places and government places where the bandwidth systems, etc. It will be there, but we will have to give some hands-on training, and this is the time where we have to start. Therefore, education beyond 2020 is a challenge, is very productive, is really helpful, and I'm sure we will succeed. You see, whenever we get difficulties, we will try to find a solution. If everything is easy and given to us ready-made, it will be very smooth sailing, and we will not know the ups and downs. There has to be a sinusoidal curve. Then only life becomes very happy, and we make use of our brains, and we will try to march forward and move ahead. In this regard, I am grateful to my colleague, Professor Amay Kumar Rath, who is a very distinguished scholar, who is a computer scientist. On request, he came from Orissa, from Veer Surendra Sahi Technical University, and he is ably supported by Mr. Samuel and his ICT team. They have been doing wonderful job in NAC with respect to webinars and ICT team also. I'm also grateful to all my colleagues, and I'm sure we will have many such programs across the country, and may God bless all of us. Thank you very much. Namaste.
A very, very warm thank you to our Honorable S.C. Sharma sir. Sharma sir accepted our invitation on a very brief note. He has given a very brief introduction about himself. He was this was his academic post that he has mentioned, that he was vice chancellor for two universities. He was an ex vice chairman for the state higher education council for government of Karnataka. And along with that thing, I would like to add, he is a performing artist for Karnataka classical music, and has recipient of lot many awards for that. He is a classical player for the vocalist in the All India Radio also. Thanks a lot, Sharma sir. Thanks a lot for sparing your time.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Namaskar.
Namaskar, sir. Namaskar. Now I would request Dr. Ami Kumar Rath sir. Ami Kumar Rath sir. I would like to have his Ami Kumar Rath sir. Sir, am I audible to you? Ami sir. Ami.
इसी तरीके के कार्यक्रम ऑनलाइन वाला कराना है, जिसका प्रोग्राम बनाना है प्रोग्राम ये ऐसा ही होगा जैसे
अमी सर,
अपनी आवाज बंद करा दो।
हेलो, प्लीज आप सभी लोग अपने माइक बंद कर दें प्लीज। हेलो हेलो हेलो,
डिस्टर्ब हो रहा, कई लोग ना माइक चालू करके बैठे हैं।
You can mute everybody. You can mute everybody from your end.
सर, सिटी सर प्लीज म्यूट कर दे। होस्ट अमी सर, अमी कुमार सर प्लीज स्विच ऑन योर माइक। केवल अमी सर अपना माइक ऑन कर लें। अमी सर,
Yes.
Dr. Ami Kumar sir is with us. I would like to give his brief introduction. Amit Kumar Rath sir, as Sharma sir has mentioned, he is a PhD in computer science, and he is a recipient of various international and national awards. He is as recipient of International Education Excellence Award at Thailand. He is based. He is a recipient of Best Educationalist Award from International Institute of Education and Management, New Delhi, and Rashtriya Vidya Gaurav Gold Medal Award from Indian Solidarity Council, New Delhi.
Sir, I want to share the screen. Post.
City sir, Amir sir want to share the screen. Please make him the host for the meeting. He is the author of more than 7 books and having experience of 30 years of teaching experience. He has worked in all the positions of academics and served education institutes at Burla, Katak, Bhubaneswar, and Maharashtra. So I would like to now call upon Dr. Amir Kumar Rath sir for his valuable suggestions on future of higher education. Thank you.
I want to share the screen. Host disabled. You make me presenter.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please.
Host, you make me presenter.
Yes, sir. Please carry on.
Yes, yes. Yeah. So good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, one and all present here. My presentation would be future of higher education scenario after COVID-19. 19. So as I mentioned, these are all my books. I'm a professor of computer science and engineering at Veer Surendra Shah University of Technology, Burla, Sambalpur, not very far away from Indore. I came to NAC as advisor on deputation. My latest book is Fundamentals of Software Engineering by BPV Publications. Is it audible to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. See, I'll be, this presentation is divided into 4 parts. Let me tell you what we do in NAC in this COVID-19. We conduct webinars, we conduct assessors orientation program. So whatever we used to do it in assessors orientation program online, live, that means inviting professors to NAC, same work we have done it online. We call it as virtual assessors orientation program. So what we have done is, even we have created platform where the groups, they can share their experience, they can do some group activities, all that thing we have done it. So I will talk about legacy of higher education for overall education in Bharat in ancient times. I'll go back pre-independence. Just for some of our friends, I'll tell what we do it. Pre-independence, what is the scenario in pre-independence? Then we talk about impact of invasions on education system and efforts for its revival after independence. Future of higher education scenario, the role of NAC in meeting. Yeah, somebody is using.
Please switch off all the persons. Please switch off their mics.
Yeah, somebody has disturbed this.
Hello, sir. The host can mute all the mics at a time.
Somebody is using this pencil. See, if you look at the higher education, legacy of higher education in Bharat, we had Takshashila, Nalanda, Somapura. These are all 8 ancient universities of Bharat. Takshila, Nalanda, Bikramshila, Pushpagiri, Urantapuri, Jagadala, Somapura, Vallavi. These are all our ancient universities. These are some of the pictures I have taken from those collected. Look at this. If you talk about Nalanda, it's situated. Yeah, there is some.
It is complete. So are we done with orchestration? Because when you
the people who are using YouTube channel, the people who are using both the things, YouTube channel as well as Zoom app, वो YouTube channel का please volume off कर दे.
Okay. Nalanda was established in the 5th century AD in Bihar. It was basically for Buddhist studies. I thought for some of our friends, let us go back to ancient days, what our people used to do it. What is the education system? There are 10,000 students and 2,000 professors as far as Nalanda University is concerned. Again in Pushpagiri, that was in Odisha, it was now carried out by Archaeological Survey of India. That's also old universities. Then we have a Taxila. That's also was an early Hindu and Buddhist center of learning. If you talk about Taxila, is very famous because it is association with Chanakya. You know, Vikramshila, again, it was one of the 2 most important centers of learning in India during Pal Empire and along with Nalanda. These are all Buddhist universities. Of course, Vikramshila was one of the largest Buddhist universities with more than 1,000 teachers and about 1,000 students. Vikramshila produced eminent scholars who were invited by foreign countries to spread Buddhist learning, culture, and religion. Look at this. If you talk about, we lost true wealth of knowledge due to many invasions on Bharat. From birthplace of Veda to striving to be just literate. Now, if you look at this, now we are striving to be just literate. Look at this, the kind of educations in the first picture, and where there is a shift, where our people are struggling for food, shelter, cloth and shelter. If you look at in 1950, the government of India appointed planning commission to prepare a blueprint for the development of different aspects of life, including education. The main goal is, main goal of these plans were to achieve universal elementary education and to eradicate illiteracy. That was the aim of government of India to develop the planning commission. Next. Just a minute. Continuous state is coming. No. 100 people have entered into the waiting room for this meeting. Continuous state is coming and disturbing. Okay. So to establish, see, of course, post-independence, I request the host to lock the meeting. There is a disturbances in the PPT. Host, please lock the meeting. Host, please lock the meeting. Yeah.
Host staff is sir.
Okay.
Please. Hello.
So, post-independence, post-independence, so there is to establish vocational and skill training programs, then to upgrade standards and modernize all stages of education with special emphasis on technical education. That also post-independence, giving importance to technical educations, to provide facilities for high quality education in every district of the country. That was post-independence period. That was the strategy. Next, very less was achieved. Since then, many efforts are been done to improve the quality of education. So whatever we are doing, so to impart quality educations in the higher education sectors, as well as in the technical educations, the quality of education should improve. But very less was achieved for standardization of higher education for its quality and compatibility to meet social needs as well as global challenges. The challenge is we should provide quality educations which will fulfill the needs of the society, which will fulfill the needs of the society. So to address the issues of deteriorations in quality of education by recommendations of National NPE in 1986 and the Program of Action 1992, NAAC was established in 94 as an independent national accreditation body with a, this is, the host should have been controlled this. Every time there is a disturbance from this side, the host, you would have given me only the presenter, not the total control of host. Yeah. See, our vision is to make quality the defining element of higher education in India through a combination of self and external quality evaluation, promotion, and sustenance initiatives. And our mission is to arrange for periodic assessment and accreditation of institutions of higher education, to promote quality of teaching and learning and research, self-evaluation, accountability, autonomy, and innovations in higher education, to undertake quality-related research studies, consultancies, and training programs, to collaborate with other stakeholders of higher education. Somebody is controlling the PPT in the other side by making some underline. I don't know, host, please take care of it. Somebody is controlling from the other side.
Sethi sir.
Okay.
Rajesh Sethi sir.
Next is COVID-19 pandemic.
Hello.
Rajesh Sethi sir, you become the host and give the power of presenter to the sir.
Yeah, मैं लेकिन अभी host नहीं हूँ sir.
Sir, kindly the host need to control on all these things.
Amir sir.
Okay.
It's disturbing.
Amir sir.
Yes.
Sir, you please make a host Shri Vaishnav College of Commerce name is there. And he will be giving you the power of presenter.
Sir, kindly mute all the calls and whatever the correction they are doing on PPT, try to remove those persons, sir.
Yeah. Okay, sir, fine.
वही तो वो कैसे कर रहा है?
Again, I have to. Somebody has done mistakes.
हेलो विभोर सर. हाँ विभोर सर, गुड आफ्टरनून. आप जो स्पीकर हैं आप उनको बोलिए, आप है ना फिर से शेयर स्क्रीन करने का बोलिए और डिसेबल पार्टिसिपेशन एनोटेशन कीजिए. तो सर कोई भी उस पर कुछ भी लिख नहीं पाएगा. स्क्रीन पर।
क्या बोल रहे हैं सर आप? वापस से बोलें प्लीज।
सर ये जो स्क्रीन शेयर कर रहे हैं जो स्पीकर, उनको आप बोलिए स्क्रीन फिर से शेयर करें और उसके पहले जो भी होस्ट रहेगा वो डिसेबल पार्टिसिपेशन एनोटेशन करें, उसको डिसेबल करना पड़ेगा सर। और सर प्लीज सभी के वीडियो ऑफ करवाइए सर, डिस्टर्बेंस आ रहा है बहुत।
Yeah, there is now it's okay. Now it's okay. Now it's
Thank you,
okay.
sir. Thank
Right. Yeah.
Thank you.
COVID-19 pandemic has significantly disrupted the higher education sector, which is very crucial and detrimental for country's economic future. So, imparting quality teaching education to the student is very important. So, we need to have now the institutions there is closed, all the institutions, 40,000 plus institutions in India is closed. Teaching, learning and assessment has greatly affected. The short-term impact is continuity of learning of young learners, far-reaching economic and social consequences. All examinations, including the entrance examinations, have been postponed. The impact of COVID-19 will have on the higher education system in India. World will not same after this crisis. Whatever the learning happened before February, now after this crisis, unless and until we use technology, it would be very difficult to get back to the previous stage what we had. Our education system will not the same after the crisis. Major challenge is the need to reduce in educational organizations.
Hello, sir. One request.
Impact on learning opportunities.
Hello, sir. One request.
Post-crisis situation, new expectations on higher education in terms of links of the communities, in terms of teaching, in terms of
Sir, it is hardly audible.
Mobility.
वो सुनाई नहीं दे रहा है.
System.
और disturbance है.
Yeah. I request
Sir,
all of you.
mute everybody. Yeah, please mute everybody.
Education delivery system blend of offered in person and what part will be offered online. We need to understand. 30 minutes. 40 minutes.
Hello. Ami sir.
Yes.
Ami sir, am I audible to you?
Yes, audible.
Sir, I have requested you to please make Shri Vaishnav College of Commerce as host again, and then he will be giving the right for presenter.
हमारा mute है, unmute है.
Now it's no problem. I have.
Okay.
मेरा unmute था. अभी
Now it's quite comfortable.
Fine, sir.
Yeah.
Fine.
Okay. Now the education delivery system, it's a blend of offered in person.
ने लिख के डाला ना please अंजना मैं mute
and what will be offered online. There is every subjects in every course. There should be a blend of offered in person and which part will be offered online. Okay. Online medium of teaching and education. Universities to choose remote or virtual classes. Shift from traditional education to online education. At least 30 to 40% of the course will be taught to the students in an online mode. Digital online courses are available. Coursera, NPTEL courses, lot of platforms are available. Try to understand, will the coronavirus result in a new solution for education and innovations? What is the expectations from a teacher teaching learning? What is the expectations from a teacher as far as teaching learning is concerned? If you talk about Bloom's taxonomy, Benjamin Bloom says, education should focus on mastery of subjects and the promotion of higher forms of thinking. rather than a utilitarian approach to simplify transferring facts. So what is important is whenever we are teaching the students, whether it is online mode or offline mode, whether it is digital learning or it is face-to-face learning, the idea is how to take a students from low order thinking to high order thinking, how to make digital learning inculcating high order thinking among the students. Talk about remembering, understanding, applying, analyzing, evaluating, and creating. Make everybody mute. People are on mute. Okay. Next is, yeah, this is revised Bloom's taxonomy of what I was mentioning. Because when we are teaching the students, if you ask students whether you are teaching in the classroom or learning in the classroom, they will say we want learning. If you want active learning or passive learning, they will say we want active learning. If you say active learning or interactive learning, students will say we want interactive learning. So how the interactive learning should happen? So we need to understand, or we need to find out interactive learning with the digital learning. How we will have interactive learning in the form of online. That is challenge before us. That is challenge before all the faculty members, because only there is interactive learning, one student will participate in the learning process. How interactive learning will happen when we are using online. What I was mentioning is we, students, should understand the higher order thinking skills. Students, the faculty members say, even for examinations, when we are asking quiz questions, midterm questions, we will ask those questions such a way that students will go from one level of learning to another level of learning. Let us take a simple examples. Of course, this example I have taken from an engineering background. Nothing wrong, you can have an example from your own subject. If you say, state Ohm's law, this is something called remembering. Students may not understand what is Ohm's law, but he will write in the examination. He will just by hearting or mugging, he will write in the examinations what is Ohm's law. That is not sufficient. You should ask questions, understanding what does I equals to V by R means in words. Can you explain what that means with a picture or by using a register as a prop? So that is understanding. Next is applying. Apply Ohm's law to arrive at the solution of a simple problem. A problem is given, apply Ohm's law to solve the problem. Unless and until students remember and understand, they may not be able to solve the problem. If voltage across a resistor is 12 volts and resistance is 3 ohms, then what is the current flows? Similarly, analyzing. Suppose a circuit diagram is given, you need to ask what is the current in the 6 ohm resistor. That is the example. That means you are taking a student from remembering, understanding, applying, analyzing. So we need to take a students from one level of understanding to another level of understanding. So there are different teaching techniques has to be followed, like multimedia, animations, games, snakes, ladders, demonstration, seminar, role play, group discussion, case studies, brainstorming. All those things is possible in online course. Multimedia animation is possible, games possible, demonstration, seminar, all those things can be possible when we talk about digital learning. Conduct quiz, word puzzle, use ICT. So in Indian education setup, face-to-face or physical teaching, few uses audio-visual aids. If you look at practically, because most of the colleges are in a rural area, people are using audio-visual aids. Some of the faculty members are using audio-visual aids, but most of them are using face-to-face physical teaching, not equipped with technology. No practice and motivation towards online learning. No motivation towards online learning. No knowledge of online examinations. This is lacking among the faculty members. So survey by Times Higher Education 2018. 2018, one survey has been conducted by Times Higher Education. Leaders of well-known global universities were of the opinion that online teaching could never match with physical room teaching. But there is a shift from traditional way of teaching to online teaching. We need to shift from traditional way of teaching or face-to-face teaching to online teaching, online learning. The digital shift in India is relatively new. Look at the school education and higher education. If you look at school educations, people are equipped with online education. Indian colleges will take time to handle the change and be open to the new methods, as the approach of the education system here is a lecture-based approach to teaching. In our higher education, the learning is mostly lecture-based and online. Digital teaching is more evident in schools, and school students, teachers, parents are more comfortable. They are equipped, the school education systems they are equipped with digital teaching. If you talk about this English medium and central schools, so there is a blessing in disguise for the universities in India. We need to take up online teaching. Great.
I want to ask question.
Questions you can ask after completion my presentation. You can ask questions. I request you, let my presentation be over. Then you can ask questions, sir. I will take up questions, but let me present, because this let everybody listen to the lectures. Then we can interact. You can ask questions and I'll answer. Okay,
Hello. Hello.
Yeah. Sir, let me finish my presentation.
मैं एक क्वेश्चन पूछना चाहता हूँ.
Let me finish
Okay,
my
sir. Okay,
presentation.
sir.
कुछ नहीं पूछ रहा है.
You continue presentation, sir.
Sir, please chat. कोई भी जो भी क्वेश्चंस करना है, please give it on chat.
आप chat में दीजिए.
Questions can be entertained only on chat.
Teachers have taken up online teaching with great interest. You find many of the colleges, many of the universities, they've taken up online teaching with great interest. Digitally proficient students are going for online learning with great excitement. Students are showing excitement. Faculty members are showing excitement in online teaching learning. We have almost, in these days, we have almost interacted with more than 15 to 20,000 faculty members. When we are conducting webinars from NAC, we could see that faculty members and students are there showing interest in online learning. IT online platforms to facilitate pooling of brains and creating an environment that promotes team learning. Universities of tomorrow, we need to strengthen the IT infrastructure. That's very important. Universities of tomorrow have to strengthen the knowledge and IT infrastructure to be future ready for COVID-like situations. For COVID-like situations, we should see the IT infrastructure should be much better. The online teaching pedagogy should focus on collaborative learning and quality of e-resources. So look at this. The challenge is internet, affordability of high-speed connectivity, security of e-portals. Security of e-portals have emerged as major issues for the immediate attention of government and the service providers. Upgradation of tech infrastructure is most important. We should consider the problems of rural India, how they will equip with internet connectivity and by security and providing e-learning to the students. Professionally oriented teaching learning environment is most important. Even in my point of view, if a good college is offering online courses, let them offer the same course not only to their students, they should offer their courses from other students also. Let the other students from other colleges who is deprived of having the facilities, let them also get best teaching from a very good teacher. That is my intention. What is the expectation from engineering students? If you look at
one line ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರ್ತದೆ ಆ ಕಡೆ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಎರಡು ಸೇರಿ
there is no cross
ಕಣಂತ ಮಮ್ಮಿ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಒಂದು ತೆಗ್ದಿತ್ತು
please mute sir. Please mute, sir. What is expectation from an engineering student? I will ask you one question there. Are these people intelligent? M.F. Hussain, Lata Mangeshkar, Sachin Tendulkar, Medha Patkar, Swami Vivekananda, Mahatma Gandhi. If I ask these questions, what is the answer? The answer is, let me just tell you, what is intelligence? What is intelligence? We all have different kinds of intelligences. All our students possess different kinds of intelligences. What I'm teaching is, I spoke about Bloom's taxonomy. I'm talking about Gardner's, how we can relate with digital learning. We will see how we will relate those things with digital learning. We all have different kinds of intelligence in different amounts that can be improved. And intelligence is the ability to solve problems or to create products that are valued within one or more cultural settings. So we have linguistic intelligence. Some students you will find some students, they're logical and mathematical intelligence, they're number smart. Some students are spatial intelligence, they're picture smart. Some students are bodily kinesthetic intelligence, they're body smart. Some of them are musical intelligence, they're music smart. Some of them are interpersonal intelligence, they're people smart. Some of them are intrapersonal intelligence, self smart. Naturalistic intelligence, nature smart, and existential intelligences. Some students will ask questions like this, whether God exists, or not. Those kind of students, they are having the intelligences of, they are called existential intelligences. Yeah, these are all, you can see this. Okay. Linguistic intelligence, as I explained to you, language to express complex things. Logical mathematical intelligence, ability to calculate, quantify complex mathematical logical operations. Kinesthetic intelligence, ability to use body in expressive and rhythmic ways. Spatial intelligence, able to think in 3 dimensions, pictures, graphs, charts. Musical intelligence, ability to recognize and reproduce sound patterns. Interpersonal, ability to understand people and their motives. Intrapersonal, ability to think about and understand one's own self. Naturalistic intelligence, discriminate things in nature living as well as non-living. Existential, as I told you, will ask you fundamental questions like whether human exists, whether God exists. They will ask some fundamental questions. It's very difficult to answer. Research is in progress in context to existential intelligence. Still people are doing research to understand existential intelligence. And hence it is not taken on par with other intelligences. You will see that in higher education sector, at least in the context of employability of engineering graduates or management graduates, you see that students would possess linguistic intelligences, logical mathematical intelligences, spatial intelligences, interpersonal intelligences, and intrapersonal intelligences. The implications are, first, it implies that faculty had to structure the teaching classroom activities to suit the profile of his learners. Second is, opportunities to learners to demonstrate their learning through methods that match with their personal intelligence profile. Next is, third is strengthening the areas that appear at the lower end of the intelligence profile. Identifying prominent intelligence in a student, identifying the least intelligence in a student. You apply the prominent intelligence to improve the least intelligence. I'm repeating. Somebody is singing song in the background. Okay.
Please, it's our humble request, please. All the academicians, please pay attention. The children around you are making sound. Please, academicians, be serious about the speech. For the future of the higher education, we have to learn these etiquettes also.
The host can mute everybody. Why don't you do that?
Sir, the host power is with the guest only presently.
Sir, kindly the host mute the
One
all
question over whether digital
You are the
education
host.
can replace
Please
class teacher room.
mute all.
Please, sir, mute all.
Sir, you are.
Sit and continuously mute people. Okay, okay. Say, identifying the prominent intelligence and identifying the least intelligence in a student is very important. You say, I'll give a simple example. Somebody is very good in communication skills. If you tell him to solve a problem in the blackboard, possibly he will not be interested. But somebody is very good in communication skill. If you tell him, whatever I've explained in the class, can you summarize whatever I told in the class? So he'll be interested. I mean, use the prominent intelligence in the students. Somebody is good in mathematical logical skills, but poor in communication skill. Apply the prominent intelligence in the students and improve the least intelligence. That's very important. So how we can do it in online teaching learning, that we need to find out. So if you look at major education problems that students and educators currently face, students caught in the crosswire. Exams either did not happen or were left in the middle. Some of the examinations people have not conducted. Some of the examinations they have conducted online. Some of the examinations they are planning to conduct online. And students 1 year away from college leaving examinations. There is a education disruptions. Recruitment of students, final year students, they've got all placements. Some of the companies they've refused giving placement also. These are all challenges we need to face. Some of the innovative solutions. In the event of COVID-19, online teaching has become a necessity for the colleges in India to look for innovative solutions in a short period of time. If you find out efficient faculty members training should be given to the faculty members first, how to conduct group activities among the students, how to improve all the intelligence of the students. The intelligences which I focused garners multiple intelligence, which I spoke about Bloom's taxonomy, how to take a students from lower thinking to higher thinking, how to inculcate among the students in online teaching. That is a challenge that we need to do it. The faculty members has to do it. There are solutions for it. The anticipated changes could be grouped into 5 categories. If you talk about solutions, innovative solutions, it is grouped into 5 categories. What are those changes? The changes required immediately to deal with issue on continuity of teaching and research. The changes required to maintain the employment of students already placed or likely to be placed in jobs in the next few months. These are all challenges. These are all challenges, and the long-term challenges, the long-term changes caused by sudden shift in process. Now we had face-to-face teaching. Now we are coming in online teaching. Process, behavior, and new resource development. The changes in the working model of higher education institutions in terms of ability of parents and students to afford higher education. The macro level changes needed for regulating and facilitating quality higher education in changing times. Some steps: boost employability skills of students, technology apps that enable live classroom sessions, conduct virtual laboratories, conduct virtual classes, conduct virtual group activities. All that activities we can do it. So quality education challenges, we have over 40,000 plus higher education institute in India. Challenge is how to impart quality education to the students. Institutions must align learning assessment procedures and criteria with the new online curricular and pedagogical approaches. Institutions must establish, increase, or strengthen academic and psychological supports for today's students. So next is your how should institutions higher education prepare for and respond to COVID-19? Develop information sharing systems with partners, reinforce healthy hygienic practices, intensify cleaning and disinfection efforts, monitor and plan for absenteeism of students, assess group gatherings and events, consider postponing non-critical gatherings events. That is, the institution has to take care of it. Next is, okay, yeah. Yes. Next is, yeah. Require 6 students, staff and faculty to stay at home. Establish procedures for students, staff and faculty who are sick with any illness on campus. Ensure institutions, health clinics prepare for COVID-19. Create plans to communicate accurate and timely information to the community. Yeah, these are all at NAC. As I mentioned, in NAC, we are conducting webinars on NAC assessment and accreditation for universities, autonomous colleges, affiliated colleges, UG and PG, and annual quality assurance report. SSR's orientation program we have conducted online in a virtual mode. There is discussion how to evolve strategy for peer team visits, meetings, planning, strategy, etc., all in a virtual mode. I'll tell you, whatever we used to do it in a distance mode, the officers from here, they go to institute, conduct a training program on awareness, all those things we have started doing using the virtual platforms. Using the online platforms, we have started conducting such programs. I'm sure in coming days, it is a challenge before all of us that all should apply, at least allow some of the components should be taught online, some of the components should be taught face-to-face, as I mentioned. So face-to-face and online both will go hand in hand. Then only the we can face any situations happens in this country. And it's always preferable to go for societal development work for all the students and faculty members. Together we invest on quality of higher education. Namaskar. I have completed my presentation.
Thank you, sir.
My presentation. If anything is there to ask,
sir,
one by one you can ask.
Sir, please, कोई भी questions, please chat के ऊपर ask करें. I request all the members, all the participants, कि if you have any questions, please ask on chat. We are taking up certain questions. I would be asking these questions to Ami Kumar sir. By the way, by that time, I would also request Ami Kumar sir that please transfer the host power to Shri Vaishnav College of Commerce so that we can entertain the other persons over there.
Yes.
And Shri Vaishnav College of Commerce.
No, this is not our webinar. This is mute Samal. Samal mute. Samal is Suresh.
Sir, we have few questions also over here.
Vaishnav?
Shri Vaishnav College of Commerce.
Vaishnav
College. It's with Shri Vaishnav College of Commerce.
Mute.
Okay.
Thanks a lot, sir.
Ami sir, we are having certain questions over here. Ami sir.
Go ahead.
The first question that we are having is, how do we plan with students who do not have resources like internet, laptops for going digital?
Okay, sir. See, what we can do is let the faculty conduct lectures for all the students who are present, and let him record it and let him host it in the website. Let him send a mail to all the students. Whoever is deprived of attending the classes, they can self-read. And a faculty has to advise that a lot of course materials are available. You name a subject where course materials are not available. Government of India has spent a lot of money, crores of money they have spent in developing the course materials. Okay. So they can use those course materials. They can come up with difficulties, and so that when they send emails, the students can read from there. Nowadays, you will find that at least most of the students, they will have mobile with good internet connectivity using WhatsApp. You tell me the students who are not using WhatsApp, all those things, they are having these facilities. I'm sure anyhow, if they could not able to attend lectures, let the faculty members conduct the lectures, repeat the lectures once again for the benefit of all the students. Faculty has to take a lot of pains to take all the students on board, to make all the students understand and go from one level of understanding to another level of understanding, what I was pointing.
So the other question that we are having is, it's very difficult to engage students even in the offline mode. How it will be easy to engage students on online?
Sir, online, this is I'll tell you, the statistics what we have taken is, students are showing interest on online. Students are showing interest on online, but faculty has to make little interesting, even if it is online, faculty has to make little interesting. See, sir, this is, we have taken a video conferencing platform where there will not be any disturbances from the audience. No, because only the host can unmute. Whomever host will unmute, he or she only can ask questions. That is also, I mean, there are a lot of good video conferencing facilities available. Faculty has to make interesting. Faculty has to make good kind of that, as I was mentioning, that multiple intelligences. Student poses those kind of intelligences. I'll tell you, apart from offline, students have taken interest in online courses because faculty has to make different groups. Okay, 4 or 5 groups faculty will make. In the 4 or 5 groups, the faculty will have to give some problems to the students. They will solve the problem, they will come up with solutions, they will give a small presentation. The students will be involved. If the students will be involved in the learning process, but faculty has to take a lot of pain involving the students in the learning process. I'm sure these courses will be effective. We are conducting last 1 month, we are conducting 1.5 months, we have started conducting this particular workshops, and we have given training program to faculty members. We could see that people are taking interest. Of course, students also will take interest. In my university also, people are conducting these online courses. Students are showing interest. But faculty has to take pain involving the students in the learning process. Otherwise, they will switch on their mobile or laptop, they will go somewhere. Faculty has to take all students on board and give some kind of problems, make groups.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. We have certain these type of questions only, that how to improve new trends of online classes in the context of blending learning, or privilege online training over conventional classroom teaching in normal days. So these are all something related to the what you have answered. One more question that we are having, which is different from this particular presentation, since NAEC authority is with us. One question has been arises that certain institutions have already in the process of re-accreditation and accreditation. So, like for the process of accreditations, like their status, their grades are getting over within 6 months or so. So, whether there is certain plan for the NAEC to extend that particular extension, giving extension to those particular institutions, so that they can go for the re-accreditation process for say after 6 months or a year.
In the COVID period, whose validity of accreditation is completed, soon after this lockdown is over, they have to apply IIQA within 1 month. If they do that, we are extending a period of 6 months or completion of the A&A process, whichever is earlier. We are giving extension for 6 months, but they have to apply IIQA, Institutional Information for Quality Assessment. They have to apply within 1 month once the lockdown is over. That also we have hosted in our website. We have taken care that all our educational institutions should not suffer. We have given extension of IIQA We have given extension of submission of self-study report, EVV data validation and verification. We have given extension. We have given extension for peer team visits also. All that extension we have done it so that the higher educational institutions should not suffer.
Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot. It was a nice, interesting journey from ancient Indian education way of teaching from Nalanda to future digital learning education. We all the academicians present over here have been largely benefited out of it. Uh, Before we end this particular session, since our guest Honorable S.C. Sharma sir has an important meeting, we directly move to his presentation, skipping the speech of our respectable principal sir. So now I would request Principal Sir Dr. Paritosh Awasthi sir to please present his speech. Sir, sorry sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Good afternoon to all the dignitaries and large number of professor fraternity who are participating in this webinar organized by Shri Vaishnav College of Commerce, Indore, which has completed glorious 50th year of success. I feel immense pleasure to welcome most respectable Dr. S.C. Sharma, Director, NEC Bangalore, Professor Amey Kumar Rath, Advisor, NEC Bangalore, Honorable Dr. Upendra Dhar, Vice Chancellor, Shri Vaishnav Vidyapeeth, Vishwavidyalaya, Indore, and our guest of honor, Dr. Suresh Silawat, Additional Director, Department of Higher Education, Government of MP, and other senior colleagues of academic arena who are sparing their valuable time for this webinar to acquire important guideline and suggestion to combat with COVID-19. And this will also show us the path to go ahead in this time of adversity. मित्रों, भारत के प्रतिष्ठित शैक्षणिक एवं पारमार्थिक न्यास जो वैष्णव ट्रस्ट के नाम से जाना जाता है, मैं इस अवसर पर श्री वैष्णव ट्रस्ट बोर्ड के अध्यक्ष एवं श्री वैष्णव विद्यापीठ विश्वविद्यालय के चांसलर माननीय श्री पुरुषोत्तम दास पसारी जी, श्री वैष्णव सहायक कपड़ा मार्केट कमेटी के सचिव श्री देवेंद्र कुमार जी मुछाल, महाविद्यालय शिक्षण समिति के अध्यक्ष आदरणीय मनोहर जी बाहेती, सचिव श्री देवेंद्र कुमार जी नागर, श्री वैष्णव विद्यापीठ विश्वविद्यालय के ज्वाइंट रजिस्ट्रार डॉक्टर अरविंद सिंह का भी धन्यवाद प्रेषित करना चाहूँगा, जिनके मार्गदर्शन में ये वेबिनार आयोजित किया जा रहा है। अब सब महानुभावों की ओर से भी मैं आप सभी विशिष्ट वक्ताओं और श्रोताओं का हार्दिक स्वागत और अभिनंदन करता हूं। मित्रों, गत 5-6 माह में ही पूरे विश्व के आर्थिक, सामाजिक और राजनीतिक परिदृश्य में इस वैश्विक महामारी के कारण भारी परिवर्तन हो गया है और हमारा शैक्षणिक जगत भी इससे अछूता नहीं है। निश्चित तौर पे मैं ये कह सकता हूं कि अब भविष्य की शिक्षा पद्धति, प्रवेश परीक्षा परिणाम आदि सब कुछ नए तौर तरीके से किया जाना है। इस संबंध में यह एक स्वाभाविक तथ्य है कि हमें इन सारे शैक्षणिक कार्यों में सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग, पर्सनल हाइजीन का इस प्रकार ध्यान रखना है कि इस संक्रमण से बचते हुए हम अपने उत्तरदायित्व का निर्वहन कर सकें। इसलिए आज के इस वेबिनार का टॉपिक फ्यूचर ऑफ हायर एजुकेशन रखा गया है। आज का वेबिनार हमें ऐसे ही परिवर्तनों की ओर संकेत करेगा और आज के मार्गदर्शन से हम सब अपने आप को परिवर्तन की इस बयार के अनुरूप तैयार कर सकेंगे। इस शैक्षणिक महायज्ञ में मैं डॉक्टर परितोष अवस्थी एक बार पुनः प्राचार्य श्री वैष्णव कॉमर्स कॉलेज इंदौर के नाते आप सबका स्वागत अभिनंदन करते हुए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद स्थापित करता हूं। थैंक यू वेरी मच।
Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot. For the first session that we will be ending over here, I would like Professor Dr. Jitin Talreja to express his vote of thanks to Dr. S.T. Sharma sir and Amey Kumar Rath sir.
Thank you, Aaron sir. Thank you, Aaron.
Talreja sir, please continue.
Sir, Aaron sir, am I audible?
Yeah, sure,
Yes.
sir. Go ahead.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Aaron sir. On behalf of the Shri Vaishnav College of Commerce, the organizer of the webinar topic on future of higher education, Dr. Jiten Talja would like to express my gratitude to the Honorable Dr. S.C. Sharma sir, Director of NEC Bangalore, the chief guest of our inaugural session of the webinar, whose presence has added to the dignity of the webinar. And I am also thankful to the expert of first technical session of the webinar, Professor Amiya Kumar Rath sir, for guiding all of us regarding the changes in higher education after lockdown. Along with this, I also express my gratitude to the honorable trustees, principals, sir, entire staff. The lockdown, as we know, the lockdown has been unique and unforeseen challenges before the country, including the higher education fraternity. And it is hoped that this session, which is conducted now, has been an enlightening experience for all the participants. Finally, I am thankful to all participants present in this session through both the platform Zoom as well as YouTube Live. And I'm requesting all of you that we will be back with you in few seconds with next technical session. So be with us, and please mute your mic and mute your audio also, so that we disturbance नहीं होगा. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Vande Mataram.
Thank you very much.
Talaya sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ami sir. We continue now. We will be continuing with our second session. For the second session, we are having Dr. Upendra Dhar with us. Dr. Upendra Dhar is the Vice Chancellor of Shri Vaishnav Vidyapit Vishwavidyalaya. Along with that thing, he is having prior experiences of being a group additional Vice Chancellor and Pro Vice Chancellor of MIT University. Then he was first Vice Chancellor of J.K. Lakshmipati University, Jaipur. He was Director of Institute of Management, Nirma University, Ahmedabad. And he was Director of Prestige Institute of Management. Along with that thing, also the President of Prestige Group of Education Institutes. He has been awarded a Commonwealth Fellowship twice to present his paper at the Royal Institute of Management, Bhutan, and Lahore University of Management Science, Lahore. He has been invited by American Society for Engineering Management to address an international inaugural conference in USA. He is a member of many professional and academic organizations. He is recipient of many awards. To name few, he is a recipient of Great Achiever of Indian Award by the Front of National Progress, New Delhi. Entrepreneur Award in 2013 by Engineering Watch. Dr. Thomas Chagan Management Leadership Award by the Society of Management. Along with these particular
Sir, you are unmute. Hello. Hello. Am I audible?
Hello.
हाँ धर सर बोलिए आप जी.
All right. Well, first of all, I would like to congratulate Shri Vaishnav College of Commerce team for choosing a pertinent topic for this webinar. Today, as we know, all over the globe, COVID-19 has shown a lot of influence, and almost everything is disrupted. Number of institutions are closed, and education are not an exception. Can you listen? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Am I
Yes,
audible?
sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Well, educational institutions are not an exception. At the same time, we need not to worry. If we look at it historically, in every 100 years, such epidemics have been happening in the past. Say, for instance, in 1720, there was an epidemic of plague all over the globe. Then in 1820, there was an epidemic of cholera. In 1918-20, around that period, there was an epidemic of Spanish flu. These epidemics or pandemics have influenced or affected whole world. But now this in 2020, 2019 and 2020, we are experiencing COVID-19. But one is there, there is a difference. There is a difference if we compare it with the previous epidemics. Today, we have advanced technology. Today, we have advanced medicine. Across the world, research are going on war footing to take care of, to manage this disorder, this coronavirus. So we need not to worry. If we would see, there are photographs available of 1918, 1920, that period. When Spanish flu had come, people were wearing masks the same way as we are wearing today. And millions of people had died. But we have, that time also we have come out of it. And now also we will come out of it. It's a temporary phase. So we have to learn to manage and live with it. Why I'm saying we have to live with it? Because there are certain diseases which have come, vaccines were invented, even treatment is there, but they are still there. For example, measles. Measles is still there. Or say HIV. HIV is still there. Same way, COVID-19, even after having a vaccine, today more than 100 vaccines are under trial across the world. Even if we are having vaccine, it will vanish. It will remain there. But yes, it will be manageable. Medical sciences will manage it. But we shall have to, at the same time, learn to live with it. So, as Professor Rath also mentioned, even Dr. Sharma also mentioned that after COVID-19, when lockdown is across the country, in fact, many other nations are affected, things are going to be different. We're going to have a different kind of life. Perhaps we're entering a new era of resilience to reinvent the society. Higher education across the globe can play a significant role in sharing knowledge and expertise for policymakers and for policy making to address social issues. Currently, as we know, for last now more than 50 days, everything is disrupted. In the case of education, online resources are being used across the country and very successfully to a great extent, we can say. Even study abroad schemes are disrupted. Faculty exchange programs are affected. Universities are, of course, closed. But then at the same time, we are managing our faculty across the country. We have in higher education around 14 lakh teachers who have very successfully managed this challenge, and they are engaging students through online resources. Every international conference, even national conference, has been cancelled or turned into a series of webinars like this, what we are doing right now. As governments are starting to reopen and restart the business, educational institutions will also gradually reopen their campuses. New modes of social distancing will continue to apply for quite some time affecting on-campus learning in physical spaces. That is, as I mentioned, we have to learn to live with it. Even after lockdown has been lifted, coronavirus will be still there. So we shall have to practice. We shall have to learn to practice very strictly social distancing. We cannot have students the same way in the classroom as we used to have earlier. Say earlier, if we used to have 60 students in a class, now we cannot have more than, say, maybe 30 students in the same class. So that social distancing is to be taken care of. Social distancing is to be taken care of in every aspect on the campus. Say, for example, there are student networking places on the campus like cafeteria. Even there, social distancing is to be taken care of and seen to that it is practiced. We need to learn to wear the masks, which was not so before COVID-19. So it's a new, in a way, new lifestyle is going to emerge. So we will see people around us wearing masks for quite some time. We shall have to practice all other norms of social distancing, like even sanitation. All these are to be practices. In education, shift to online resources was made at a very short notice. You see, in most of the institutions, we have turned to online resources in a very short notice. When lockdown started, we started using online resources. In most of the cases, we were not using many of the online resources earlier. There are some institutions where online education had already started, online and e-learning resources were already used. But then in most of the cases, in most of the institutions in Indian context, online resources were used in a very limited way. Same way, it has this COVID-19, in a way, sometimes when we say something has happened like a blessing in disguise, it has accelerated this COVID, this lockdown has accelerated use of online resources. As I mentioned, faculty across country, in most of the cases, have very successfully managed this challenge, shifting from the classroom situation, physical classroom situation, to the online classrooms. A lot of online education is currently delivered in its most basic form. This is very important to note. You see, this is true. In most of the cases now, online education is happening across the country, wherever there is. But at the same time, what we need to understand, even online classes are happening, but they are being delivered the same way as we used to do it in the classroom, physical class. So we can say the very basic forms of online technology is being used at present, because people were not, in general, that is faculty, were not trained in using online class. Simply taking a class is not enough. There are a number of skills which faculty need to develop for engaging classes online. There has simply been no time to rethink the pedagogy and train the faculty. See, when it happened all, say, in our country, how it started. It started with Janata Curfew, when Prime Minister of the country announced Janata Curfew, and then after a few days, this lockdown started. So much time was not left to rethink of the pedagogy or train the faculty. Therefore, faculty started using online resources, of course, successfully, but then whatever way they could do it, they have done it. Training part is missing. While some institutions have were already working on new approaches for online or blended delivery, for others, this has been, you see here, this has been totally new in some cases. Here there is a misnomer. Many people, when we are talking about online resources and online teaching, many people misunderstand that now onwards, that is after lockdown, it will be 100% online. No, that is not going to happen. You see, every university is not going to become an open university. Every university is not going to teach through distance education. For distance education, there are separate institutions. Like in our country, the largest institution is IGNOU. IGNOU will have its own place, but at the same time, in most of the other universities, we shall have to use some proportion of online resources. That means, say, 25 to 30% delivery be online. To the physical classrooms, students and teachers will have to come to the campus and attend the class. It will be interesting to analyze post-COVID-19 what sustains out of all initiatives taken. So the initiatives which have been taken during this COVID period, this lockdown period, in the last 50 days, the initiatives taken by the faculty at their own level, initiatives taken by the institution, how far they are going to sustain after lockdown is lifted. Therefore, how far we will be able to sustain these measures which were taken, these initiatives were taken immediately after lockdown started. There is a great opportunity to develop new forms of personalized education and to innovate student assessment. Another area which is very important is assessment. Can we afford to continue to assess our students the way we were doing prior to COVID-19 or prior to lockdown? Perhaps not. We shall have to look into it and innovate the assessment methods, the evaluation schemes, so that some of it could be done online and some of it could be done physically. In the short run, international student mobility will decrease. See what is going to happen immediately after, even after the lockdown is lifted, the international student mobility will decrease initially, but it's not a permanent phenomenon. International visiting professors could teach their courses online. That will continue. So instead of coming or traveling physically from some other countries, online sessions can be taken by our visiting faculty who are coming from universities abroad. Continuing to provide some internationalization at home, that is very much possible. But at the same time, once international travels begins, if we look at the past, international travel was unaffected by the epidemic. You see, for some time, there will be slowdown, of course, no doubt about it. There will be slowdown in the international travel, but at the same time, after some time, that will resume. And once the international travel resumes, again, the students will be going to institutions across the world, and students from other countries, other nations may also travel to the country. Therefore, there are certain things which are not permanent, like as I mentioned about the international travel, it is going to be resumed. There is a great opportunity to reinvent new models of experiential learning and powerful campus experience for students. So you see, students will have to in any way visit campus, faculty will in any way have to visit the campus, but there has to be a difference, the way we deliver our sessions, the way we interact, and we need to work on it. So new methodologies has to evolve. New pedagogy will evolve so that comfortably, without risking anybody, we can impart quality education. Online education has many benefits. We know online education has many benefits. But at the same time, learners also search for networking on campus, exchange with each other, peer exchange, and so on, shaping of new ideas, project work, practical versus in some cases, practicals can be done through virtual classes, virtual labs, but at the same time, as Dr. S.C. Sharma also mentioned, in certain cases, students will have to come to the lab. Therefore, for such opportunities, we have to see how to how to handle it. People, this can be, we can say this can be done online. Certain things can, of course, be done online. Online is definitely having certain advantages, but nothing will replace the social, physical, that is face-to-face interaction. That is in all of us look for it. So all of us look for face-to-face interaction. All of us look for interaction in the classroom. We will be going back to the classrooms, we'll be going back to the campus, but yes, with a difference. As I mentioned in the beginning, we will be having we shall have to rework on the content that we are delivering, and then offer certain things, certain parts, certain content online, maybe 20%, 30%, 40%. That percentage may vary from institution to institution, and it will also depend upon the discipline or subject. But at the same time, yes, we shall have to adopt some part of the curricula online, but rest will be done on the campus. To conclude broadly, first of all, after lockdown, what we shall have to concentrate on is the IT infrastructure. Every educational institution shall have to strengthen its information technology infrastructure so that we have access to each and every student, even a student who is living in a far-off area, who is living in a rural area. So IT infrastructure needs to be strengthened immediately after lockdown is over. Secondly, training of the faculty. As I mentioned in the beginning, that well, online teaching does not mean same way replicating the same methodology that we have in the classroom. No, there are certain additional skills which are required. For those additional skills, training needs to be conducted. So rigorous training is required to be done, which we shall have to start. I was happy to note that, well, NAC has already taken certain decisions, certain initiatives in that direction, but every university in the country, every institution in the higher education, we shall have to focus on the training of faculty on for making them competent to teach through online and e-learning resources. Thirdly, content that we are delivering, that is the syllabi, curriculum and syllabi, need to be revisited. We need to see what can be offered online and what can be offered in the classroom. That is when students will be physically present in the classroom and teachers will be physically present in the classroom. So we shall have to revisit it, see what we can do about it. Fourthly, assessment. We shall have to use innovations, go for innovations in assessment. We cannot afford to assess the way we have been doing earlier. Therefore, assessment, maybe some part of it is to be done through online resources and some part physical. Fourthly, when we talk about quality education, in other words, accreditation, there also, in my view, some parameters need to be revisited. There are, say, for example, more weightage needs to be given to adoption of technology. How far an institution has adopted the technology to upgrade the quality of education, that needs to be given more weightage. So parameters of assessment, that is accreditation, are also to be reviewed, need to be reviewed in the light of what has happened across the world because of the COVID-19. Then coming to the entrance. So far as the entrance exam is concerned in our country, entrance exam, online entrance exam is not new. It has been already there, but then it will be more of it. It will be more of it, and the more advanced technology is required to be used. And earlier, online entrance exam has been happening when students or the candidates have been coming to a center. But now the phenomenon is going to change. There has to be a remote proctored entrance examination. That means students can apply in an entrance examination right from the home. So they need not to go to a center. They need not to. If someone is copying, he can be caught, because in this remote proctoring system, this is a software which keeps a watch on the candidate right from the beginning when he starts the test till end. So they can capture, the software captures facial expressions, body movements of the student. And based on that, it can judge. There are some trained proctors also, they can also interact with the testee and warn him or her if there is anything which is not fair. So therefore, we shall have to go more for, in fact, it is almost already started even in our country, that students will be appearing in the entrance examination by using these remote proctoring techniques. Same way about the examination. About the examination also, so far we have been on the examination, in the examination hall, pen and paper test. But then besides this paper-based test, we may also have to go for computer-based test. We may also have to go for internet-based test. So in other words, in examination system also, some reforms are required, which we may have to go for, which we may have to do. So these are then, besides this, social distancing. So every institution will have to take the steps to ensure that social distancing is maintained right from the entry to the campus to the exit of the campus. So that is very, very important. So we shall have to resume our normal functioning, provided that, and at the same time, see to it that social distancing is maintained, masks are worn, health sanitization is done regularly, because that is very important. So if we are able to take care of it successfully, we can definitely succeed. And finally, I would also mention about the training on online etiquettes. See, when we are having a session online, so what are the basic etiquettes which participants need to have? What are the basic etiquettes which other people who are associated should adopt? So with these points, I close here. Now I will be happy to take certain questions. Thank you.
Hello.
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 Yes.
Sir, thanks a lot. Thanks for this informative session. We have certain questions. First, like as you have been representing various universities as an expert advisor for the university committee on admissions and examination process academic session for the 2021. We have few questions related to that. We have heard a lot about the post-COVID session, that there will be certain reduction in the syllabus of the courses. So what have been planned regarding that particular thing? What type of syllabus reductions will be there, or rather we will be going for the entire syllabus thing?
You see, this guidelines of the University Grants Commission have already been released, and this guideline is very advisory in its nature. So it is left to the individual institutions to decide depending on their local conditions. Now there are some options which have been given, and it is not hard, and the guidelines are not hard and fast that as it is every institution should adopt. But then at the same time, every institution, particularly the university degree awarding institution, can take a decision based on their local conditions. So it's reducing the syllabus or going for the examination based on the proportion of on the basis of the proportion of the syllabus. All that depends upon the individual institution, individual university. But the ideal is that if the sessions have been held during this lockdown period online and syllabus has been completed, then perhaps there may not be any reason for reducing the syllabus. Or at the same time, after lockdown, if some sessions remedial, if some remedial classes could be held for those who didn't have the opportunity to attend the online classes, then there is no point in reducing the syllabus. But at the same time, as I said, it is advisory in nature. So it depends upon the local conditions. Every university can take a decision accordingly. And even for examination also, we have this committee, this guideline, which has been released, the UGC guideline, says that the examination of the outgoing batch should be completed first, maybe in the month of July, because most of them were placed they have to join the organizations. Therefore, in their case, in the month of July, first half of July, examination can be finished so that they are free by the end of July. The result can be declared by the end of July so they can join wherever they have been placed. And immediately after that, intermediate semesters, examination of intermediate semesters can be held, which may go up to say at the most first week of August, and then immediately the classes of the intermediate semesters can be started. And so far as the new students are concerned, new batches are concerned, main focus on admissions may happen in the month of August, because all entrance national level entrance examinations have been delayed by about 2 months or so. In fact, in some cases more than 2 months. So August can be concentrated on admissions. By 31st of August, all the admissions can be completed, and for new batch, classes can start from the 1st of September. So this is the broad guideline which has been issued, and at the same time it is advisory in nature. Every university, every degree awarding institution can take decision, can decide based on the local conditions.
Thank you, sir. The another question that we are having over here is that UGC is focusing on a choice-based credit system for a very long time. Since we are in a turnaround situation over now, is it a good opportunity if we focus on a choice-based credit system to adapt in coming future?
Yes, certainly yes. You see, University Grants Commission has declared a credit-based system, choice-based credit system in 2014. And some universities adopted it immediately, whereas some universities were struggling, were not able to understand and so on. But then now I think time has come, and perhaps this COVID period has accelerated that. We should go in for the choice-based credit system so that the students who pass out, they are more versatile in their understanding. So choice-based credit system should be adopted, and there should not be any hurdle in adopting that.
Thank you, sir. So the question that we are going over here is, a large number of students from India was seeking admission for the foreign universities. Now, since there is a very difficult situation all around the world, how the students could aim for the admission for the foreign universities, or what all opportunities they are having to pursue certain master's program or certain research program for the foreign system.
You see, first thing is that as a nation, international travel is going to reduce or decrease for some time. It's not a permanent phenomenon, but after some time, it will resume to its normal level. But at the same time, see, even if students are not going abroad, doesn't matter. Our own nation has a number of good institutions, so they can seek admissions in good institutions in the country and need not to worry. So they should always have plan A and plan B. The plan A is for some to go abroad, which may not perhaps happen this time. Although even in other countries also, academic sessions have been affected because of this COVID-19. So there also, this delay of 2 months or so is going to happen. Fine, but if plan A doesn't work, plan B should be there. In our country, there are many very good institutions. They can seek admission in our institutions in the country itself.
Thank you, sir. Now, the question, I think the last question that we would be taking with this particular session is, COVID-19 had a very vast impact on the corporate level also. What would be the situations for the students' job market?
You see, well, so far as job market is concerned, this is correct that yes, COVID has affected, in fact, disrupted industry to a great extent, no doubt about it. Even there are some cases where the offers have been withdrawn, such things have also happened, but this is a temporary phase. It's not going to happen. Ultimately, industry has to run. Industry is the major contributor to economy, but who will run it? There has to be people. So people are these young people, youngsters. Our nation has a demographic dividend of having large young population. Though therefore our young people need not to worry. The placements will happen. And as has been happening in the past also, the opportunities may get reduced in one sector, but they increase in another sector. For example, in the area of IT, in the information technology area, opportunities are going to be plenty. In the area of telecommunications, opportunities are to be plenty. So there are certain sectors where opportunities are going to shoot up. See, we are talking about IT infrastructure, IT online resources, and even industry is depending more on IT, information technology. So who will manage it? So they need people. Therefore, this is a temporary phase that even if we hear that some companies have withdrawn the offers and all that, but it is not a general phenomenon. It is not a very common phenomenon. It is an exceptional phenomenon. There are going to be opportunities and opportunities in various emerging areas. So our youngsters need not to worry. Everybody cannot be idle. How would economy stand up? So for economy, industry has to be active. Industry has to be geared up, and industry cannot be geared up unless there are people to contribute. Yes, another important thing that is going to happen is, which was not very common in our country, was work from home. Now this work from home will increase. That means the way of working may change to some extent. That means it is all going to become a common phenomenon in our nation now, that maybe for 4 days, people may work in the factory or work in the company, and for 2 days, work from home. That may happen. So work from home is going to become a very popular phenomenon in the country. So at the same time, jobs will be there. Unemployment won't be that much. It is a temporary phase, dip.
Okay, sir.
Sir, another question with a bit of humor in this. Whether the work from home facility would be available for the person from the education sector also?
Certainly, yes. As we have been saying that some component of education will happen online, and that will happen nationwide. Therefore, maybe faculty also can offer some component from the home. That is also possible in the long run. That may also happen.
Okay. Thank you, sir. That was a very informative session from you. Now we would be moving to the closing ceremony of this session. We have Dr. Suresh Silawat, sir. Suresh Silawat, sir, are you in the meeting room? Silawat, sir? Silawat, sir? हेलो
हाँ यस
सिलावट सर आप मीटिंग रूम में हैं
यस
थैंक यू सर थैंक यू so we have for this closing ceremony Dr. Suresh Silawat sir, who is additional director for Indore Ujjain division for higher education, government of MP, and he is also principal of government Holkar Science College, which is the biggest science college of the state of Madhya Pradesh. Prior to this particular position, being principal at Holkar College, he was principal at Government College Round, Government College Saver, Government College Sanskrit Government College, then Government PG College Guna, Government Degree College Sonkach, and one of the biggest college of the MP Shri Atal Bihari Vajpayee, Government Arts and Commerce College Indore. He is also the state president for MP Gazetted Officers Association, and he was executive council member for the Jivaji University Gwalior, dean and chairperson for the board of studies for commerce at DAVV University Indore. So in spite with this particular his academic qualification, what I would like to add in his is, he is a friend, philosopher and guide, mentor and elder brother to many of the faculties and research scholars, and he is a father-like teacher for lot many students, especially belonging to the deprived class. तो सिलावट सर आपका बहुत 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 स्वागत है आज के इस वेबिनार में के क्लोजिंग सेरेमनी में फ्यूचर ऑफ हायर एजुकेशन का भविष्य क्या रहेगा, इस पे हम चाहेंगे कि आप इस सेमिनार को क्लोज करें अपने शब्दों से।
धन्यवाद, आपने मुझे बुलाया उसके लिए। मैं श्री वैष्णव कॉमर्स कॉलेज इंदौर द्वारा आयोजित इस नेशनल वेबिनार के समापन सत्र में आपने मुझे बुलाया, उसके लिए मैं आपको धन्यवाद देता हूं।
सर आपका शायद से कैमरा बंद है सर, कैमरा एक बार ऑन करिए ना, कैमरा ऑन करिए। सिलावट सर आपका कैमरा ऑफ है।
चालू कर रहा हूं। चालू हुआ
सर, आप बोलिए तो शायद से दिखेगा मुझे।
हाँ हुआ चालू।
सर अभी आप दिख नहीं रहे हैं
अब
मुझे
दिख रहा हूं?
स्क्रीन। नहीं सर अभी तक नहीं आ रहे, 1 मिनट। सिटी सर एक बार देखिए सर क्यों नहीं आ पा रहे हैं।
कैमरा चालू है।
हो गए हैं?
हाँ सर, ऑनलाइन हो गए
ठीक है।
हैं सर, बस कैमरा चालू है सर का।
ठीक सर, ठीक सर। सर कंटिन्यू सर।
धन्यवाद। श्री वैष्णव कॉलेज ऑफ कॉमर्स इंदौर द्वारा आयोजित इस नेशनल वेबिनार के समापन सत्र में आपने मुझे बुलाया, उसके लिए मैं आपको धन्यवाद देता हूं। और महाविद्यालय के प्राचार्य डॉक्टर परितोष अवस्थी, ना कि वो मेरे विद्यार्थी हैं और मेरे छोटे भाई भी हैं, उनके सभी सहयोगी विभोर एरन, राकेश उपाध्याय, राजेश।
Silawat sir is not visible. Not visible, Silawat sir, please.
आवाज तो मैं बोल रहा हूँ
सर, आवाज आ रही है, आप दिख नहीं रहे।
Not visible sir, please अपना कैमरा एडजस्ट करिए।
1 मिनट रुकना।
हाँ आप दिख गए।
जी
नहीं दिख रही है सर, सर आपको दिख रही है?
दिख रही है? अब आप दिख रहे हैं?
हाँ सर।
अवस्थी जी
सर दिख रहे हैं हमें, दिख रहे हैं सर।
सर कंटिन्यू सर प्लीज।
सर आप दिख रहे हैं सर।
अन्य प्राध्यापक मेरे बहुत निकट हैं, मैं उन सभी को इस वेबिनार की सफलता की बधाई देता हूं जो आज कार्यक्रम हुआ उसका। वैष्णव ऑफ कॉमर्स, हाँ हेलो, वैष्णव कॉमर्स जो 53 वर्ष पुराना कॉलेज है, अपने आरंभ काल से ही विकास की नवीन अवधारणा स्थापित करता है रहा है। इस महाविद्यालय का प्रबंधन आदरणीय परसोत्तम दास जी पसारी जी, मनोहर भाईती जी, देवेंद्र कुमार नागर जी, जो पप्पू भैया हैं, मेरे पारिवारिक सदस्य भी हैं, नागर साहब के मार्गदर्शन में यह महाविद्यालय नई ऊंचाइयां प्राप्त कर रहा है। वर्तमान में पूरा विश्व इस महामारी से ग्रस्त है। हर क्षेत्र में एक अनिश्चितता का वातावरण है। भारत जैसे देश में जिसमें युवाओं की संख्या विश्व में सबसे अधिक है, वहां उच्च शिक्षा के भविष्य के बारे में मंथन करना समय की आवश्यकता है। निसंदेह भविष्य में वैसा नहीं रहेगा जैसा कि बीता हुआ समय रहा है। आने वाला समय परिवर्तन का समय है। जितना भी जल्दी हम इस परिवर्तन के अनुसार स्वयं को ढाल लेंगे, उतनी जल्दी हम उन्नति कर पाएंगे। इस वेबिनार के माध्यम से आप सभी को देश के गणमान्य और बुद्धिजीवियों ने मार्गदर्शन प्रदान किया। ये मार्गदर्शन आपको भविष्य के लिए तैयार करने में सहायक होंगे। मध्य प्रदेश के उच्च शिक्षा विभाग द्वारा लॉकडाउन के उपरांत आगामी शिक्षण सत्र में प्रवेश, शिक्षण, परीक्षा परिणाम के संबंध में व्यापक योजना तैयार की जा रही है। हमारा पूरा विश्वास है कि विद्यार्थियों पर बिना अतिरिक्त तनाव के उनका आवश्यक पाठ्यक्रम पूरा कराया जाए। साथ ही सभी शिक्षण गतिविधियों का संचालन समय से किया जा सके। आप सभी एकेडमिक कार्य हेतु ऑनलाइन प्लेटफॉर्म का उपयोग होना है। इस हेतु कॉलेजों को भी इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर में बदलाव करना होंगे और साथ ही शिक्षकों और विद्यार्थियों को भी स्वयं का विकास करना होगा। आने वाला समय चुनौतियों से भरा हुआ है। इन सभी चुनौतियों का सामना हम सभी को बहुत ही हिम्मत से करना होगा। आज वैष्णव कॉलेज द्वारा जो ये वेबिनार आयोजित कराया गया है, वो समय की आवश्यकता के अनुरूप था। उच्च शिक्षा से संबंधित हम सभी के लिए बहुत ही लाभप्रद था। एक बार मैं फिर से परितोष अवस्थी और राजेश सेठी, राकेश उपाध्याय और पसारी जी, भाईती जी और पप्पू भैया, देवेंद्र नागर जी में आभार मानता हूं। इस सफल वेबिनार के लिए आप सबको बधाई देता हूं। धन्यवाद। जय हिंद।
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सिलावट सर।
थैंक यू वेरी मच।
In the last of this particular webinar, I would request Professor Rajesh Sethi to please extend vote of thanks for the second session.
Hello. Thanks, sir. Am I audible?
Yeah,
Hello.
sure. Continue, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Gratitude is hinge of all virtues. On the behalf of Shri Vaishnav College of Commerce, I would like to extend my hearty vote of thanks to our subject expert of the second session, Honorable Vice Chancellor of Shri Vaishnav Vidyapit Vishwavidyalaya and member of UGC expert panel, Dr. Upinderji Dhar, and guest of the closing ceremony, Honorable Additional Director, Department of Higher Education, Government of Madhya Pradesh, Dr. Sureshji Silawat, for gracing today's webinar. I thank both of you for your valuable suggestions on the post-effect of COVID-19 and higher education system. I would like to express my profound gratitude to our principal, Dr. Karitosh Avasthi, and the management committee of our college for their support and guidance. Last but not the least, I would like to thank all the participants from entire nation, webinar coordinator Professor Vibhor Eran, technical expert Professor Rakesh Upadhyay, and all other staff members of our college who have made this webinar is a great success. Thanks all of you once again. Aaron sir, please continue.
Thank you, Sethi sir. So here we will end this particular webinar. What I would request to all the participants would be, we will be sending a feedback link. Please listen carefully. We would be sending a feedback link through your email, registered email address, through your through SMS on your mobile number also. And after filling up that particular feedback form, you would be entitled to get your e-certificate. E-certificate will be only given to the persons who will be submitting their feedback form to us. Another thing, the e-certificate could also be get after 3 days from the this particular site that will be mentioning on the email and SMS. So I extend my warm thanks to all the participants and all the speakers, all the eminent guests. I express my sincere thanks to Dr. S.C. Sharma sir, Director NEC, Dr. Upendra Dhar sir, who is Honorable Vice Chancellor for Shri Vaishnav Vidyapit Vishwavidyalaya, Ami Kumar Rath sir, who was present as a subject expert. Our closing ceremony guest, Dr. Suresh Silawat sir, Additional Director for Higher Education, Government of MP. I also extend my very sincere thanks to the management committee of Shri Vaishnav College of Commerce. I extend my thanks to Shri Purushottam Das ji Pasari sir, Shri Manohar ji Bhaiti sir, Shri Devendra Kumar ji Muchal sir, and Arvind Singh sir, so that they have guided us to conduct this particular webinar in such a large extent. Lastly, I would thanks all the participants. It was really surprising that we had 2,500 registrations. After that, we have to close the registration link, and we plan to host this particular webinar on YouTube. I hope it was a benefit experience for you. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Avasthi sir, a lot thanks to you for having confidence on we people, Rakesh Upadhyay sir, Rajesh Sethi sir, and me, and giving us free hand to host this particular webinar.
Thank you,
Principal sir, Avasthi sir, thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much. All of you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you all the participants. Be careful, keep webbing, and stay home, stay safe. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Same to you.
Thank you so much.
Jai Hind. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Take care, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank
Thank you
you.
for the nice session, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So great presentation.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Sure.
Thank you so much.
Presentation, your presentation was very much nice. Thank you so
Thank you very much.
Thank you all. And, thank you.
Excellent session,
Nice
sir.
session.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Fine session.
Thank you. Wonderful session.
Thank you.
Very informative session.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir.
All the sessions are very Hello. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Sessions are very informative. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you for SVCC.
मीटिंग हो तब मीटिंग चल रहा था हम लोग का
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir, for organizing.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Hello, Seti sir. Hello.
Hello.
Seti sir. Seti sir.
Hello, Seti sir.
Seti sir.
Hello.
हाँ बोलिए सर.
Seti sir.
हाँ बोलिए सर बोलिए.
Seti sir, you can switch off YouTube live streaming and can exit the meeting also. Stop the meeting
Okay
also.
sir. Okay, I will.
Seti sir, log out कर दे.